Lights, camera, action.
Yeah. Yeah, and then wait till questions are
Finished.
yes, exactly. And then we'll try not to layer over each other's words. Or let's see. Okay.
Don't do what Kelly Ripa does.
Yes.
I can't stand that.
Okay. So you ready?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, The Wiggles Project. This lovely woman here is my mom. Hi. And we've got to give her a big round of applause because she's braving the camera for me, which is a big deal.
A real big deal.
Thank you.
But I'll do it. I'll get through it.
She will get through it. I'm going to be super nice to her. We'll be super nice. I told her everyone's going to love you, so it's all good. Okay. So, we're going to make this really short, sweet, and painless for her. But
That's kind of you, Jennifer.
thank you.
That's real kind of you. Okay.
So, you guys all know I have Parkinson's disease. I was diagnosed in 2013. In December of 2013, I was 38 years old. My mom was diagnosed in March of 2022, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what were some of the first symptoms that she started to notice. So
What were my first signs?
Yeah.
I couldn't use my right hand to cut open a piece of bread, and it was shaking profusely. And I knew there was something that wasn't right because it just wasn't me. And I told my daughter, Jennifer,
Me?
yes, of course, my beautiful daughter, Jen, I told her what was going on with me, and she connected me with my doctor, and I'm now on the medication she's also on, and it's helped a great deal. I didn't, it was a scary thought to think that I have Parkinson's because I'm dealing with other, medical issues along with that, but she was a great help, and she helped me. And now I can do what I can do with my right hand. I do have a little problem with my left hand, my one finger. It's just hard to grip anything. I can't grip with that, but I don't really, this is my right hand is my dominant hand. And so, but the medicine I'm on really helped me a whole lot. I'm just glad for Jennifer and the Wiggles Project.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the bread. So you were saying that you just couldn't use the knife. Was it gripping the knife? Did you feel
Well, it was the motion.
the motion, like you couldn't pressure?
I had nothing.
No strength.
Nothing.
So cause I felt, on my left side of my body, I felt weak. Like I remember wiping down the bar, at the pub, and it was like moving the towel, the bar towel was really, like I felt weak. Like I didn't even have the
Awkward.
strength, to wipe my bar down.
Yeah. Well, with my right hand, like my dominant hand, I went back to this job that I held for quite a while, for 8 years. I worked in the kitchen, and I worked in pizza and deli. And pizza I didn't have a problem with for some reason because everything was done, when I would make a pizza, it would just go through the machine and then I would flatten it out. I didn't have to use the strength of my right hand for any particular thing. Everything was just easy to put on the pizza itself. But when I tried to make a sandwich for a customer, I held it with the bread with my left hand, and then I tried to cut with the right. I thought, this can't be happening because to cut a piece of bread, you think it's just an easy task.
Yeah.
But somebody that has Parkinson's and has problems with strength, because I have no strength in my left hand, like I said, my right hand's my dominant. But when I use my left hand, my index finger seems to want to come up. It just shakes.
It's interesting because there's somebody else that I know. I think it's her pinky. I think she's got an issue with her pinky finger.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with my fingers. I mean, I've got other issues.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but you deal with them issues very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
I do my best, and
You do.
it's really important. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then you also had said your handwriting.
Well, my handwriting has changed immensely. I mean, when I first, I don't think my hand was necessarily shaking. It was just hard to maneuver my hand for my letters. My M's were okay, but then when I got to the A-U-R, A-U-R-E-E-N, that's when they got smaller.
Yeah.
And then the S for my last name was, I didn't have a problem with the S. And again, it came as I was continuing to write out my full last name. It went from, because I would write my daughter cards all the time, and I could write a letter with no problem. Now, I can't. I sign a check, my first signature on the check is different than the back. It's never the same twice.
Yeah. I'm going to show you, so let's look here, because I think me and my mom both had, really beautiful handwriting. I mean, I loved my handwriting, but there are days I still can't.
I have this book
that right here, this is when, do you see that? Look how messy it is.
Yeah, see, yeah.
And then there's sometimes you can see where it gets smaller at the end. Like right here, normally I don't write this small. Normally I write big.
I can print.
Yeah.
I can print with no problem, but cursive, it's not it's not the same. My daughter sent me a book years ago that she wrote in cursive with silver. Absolutely, the most beautiful handwriting you've ever seen in your life. And I still have the book to this day. She's got pictures that go along with the picture is all about and stuff like that. And she's slanted her words. It was just absolutely beautiful. And silver, too. Silver!
That was when I just moved to California. God, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
So long ago. But yeah, I mean, me and my mom both, I think, had really lovely cursive handwriting. Mm-hmm. And that was also another thing for me that I noticed was my handwriting it got really hard to write before I started taking my medicine.
Yeah.
Now, just out of curiosity, so one of my symptoms was my left foot. So my non-dominant side, so my left side is what's affected me, right? So, and I'm right-handed, so it's my non-dominant that's affected. But I started to kind of drag my left foot, and as somebody had said something to me, hey, do you notice that you're dragging your foot? Did you have any of that kind of slowness?
No. No.
Okay.
Actually not. I mean, I would have mentioned that to my daughter, to Jennifer, but no. It just all of a sudden, as I'm getting older, I just have so many things going on with my health that this is just another added health problem that I have. I have COPD, I have Parkinson's, I have high blood pressure, I have osteoporosis. I don't have osteo, but I'm taking medicine for that to prevent, to help me.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a lot to handle.
It is a lot to handle.
It's a lot to handle because when my daughter got first diagnosed, I was really upset about that, but yeah. But she deals with it the best way. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. But I mean, she's strong. She's got a great will. She's got a great look on life. She's very busy. She helps me in every sense of the word. Yeah. Sorry for being so emotional.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Do you mind if I ask you one last question? And
Yeah.
then we're gonna go to this amazing bakery. The bakery will make everything all
I'll
better.
have a muffin. A little muffin.
So for me, this is all theoretical, but I know that, well, how should I say this? So from what I've read and discussed with other people who have Parkinson's, that depression, bouts of depression leading up to the diagnosis, seems to be that a relatively common thing. And so for me, and I've spoken about this in some of my other videos, I had this really bad heartbreak and this just, broken heart, which is never good.
No.
I did a video titled, Can a Broken Heart Trigger Parkinson's? And what I say in that, it's not just about romantic heartbreak.
Right.
That you can lose a brother.
Right.
You can lose a family member, you can lose a pet, and it just breaks your heart, and then that can lead to stress and depression. I really believe that it was that the heartbreak and then the stress of my pub, just the overwhelming stress of doing that all on my own, and despite how successful it was.
Right. Well, sure, it was part of your life.
It was a trigger.
And it was a trigger. Well, when your uncle, when my brother passed away, I didn't think, I grieved over him. I still grieve over him.
I know you do.
Still do. And I think that, the part of grieving and, like Jennifer just said, it's painful. And they put me on medication that absolutely made it worse. This medication I was taking, it made it worse. I couldn't, I just said, I can't do this no more. And then when I went to see my neurologist, Dr. Erickson, we did all kinds of tests for him to see if I had Parkinson's, and he asked me to walk down the hallway. My arms didn't shuffle, and then I turned like he wanted me to turn. And, he says, and then my daughter, when I had the problem with my right hand, she said, let's call Dr. Erickson and have him try you on levodopa. And that was diagnosed, if that takes care of the problem, then you have Parkinson's.
Yeah, so just to be clear, like this neurologist was super, super nice.
Very nice.
But he was doing a lot of tests wanted to do a lot of tests on her, and I...
MRI.
And I had, which is totally fine, but I had suggested, because her life was being so impacted, I said, well, maybe could we do the carbidopa levodopa test for her? Mm-hmm. Because that was what was done to help them with my diagnosis.
Right.
So,
right.
And you responded to it,
Yeah.
and she's been doing great. You look great.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You do.
You always look great. You're the Wiggles girl here.
I know.
Yeah, that's my daughter. Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too, Jennifer.
Oh, don't make me cry.
I know. I'm gonna cry too. Take care of yourself. That's
We're
all
going
I
to the
care about.
bakery. Thank you,
Bye.
Mom.
I'm gonna have a muffin.
Bye.
Bye. You're welcome. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, see?
I knew I was gonna get emotional. Oh my gosh.